warriors. Living and surviving are two different things.
Hello, my life warriors. It's me, Shar, your favorite corporate life coach. And today I have a special treat. A friend for a very long time. We've known each other since we were 12 years old, which I can't imagine. This is going to be a very interesting conversation. Seth Byrd, who wears many hats. But one of the hats that I know that he currently wears is being a comedian. And you might laugh a lot on this episode. I know we like to uplift. There should be a lot of laughter, which I love. But I can't wait to get into his story. He does have a story. It's an amazing one. And you are absolutely going to be inspired by my friend, Seth! Yay!
Hello.
Seth, oh my God. I'm giving you a virtual hug.
Thank you very much. I'm accepting.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I have not seen you in like forever. I think since graduation. Did we see each other after that?
Pretty much. No, I haven't seen a lot of people in over a decade. I do keep out. I'm happy for social media. It allows me to, be nosy. Be in other people's business a little bit. I can just check. You got to check what's going on.
Yeah, and you're very supportive. You're not just being nosy, but you support.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for all of the people that are in my life and have been in my life. And, it takes a village in a way. And I'm that child that came from a village. So, of course, I'm going to support y'all are the people that made me who I am. And, I tell jokes about y'all. So it's all, you're part of the, oh, yeah, we laugh at y'all sometimes. Sometimes some of those things come out every now and again. It's a free sport.
Now I'm thinking back. Oh, my God.
What? Oh, listen.
What does that know? I
know everything. I know. I know it all, y'all.
I know we spent some time in that building.
Listen,
on Crown Street.
Listen, it's
I know that much.
Yeah, I mean, beyond the building, junior high school. First of all, I know that you're a genius because I'm a genius and you were in my classes. We were all together.
That's right. We were in top classes. Yes,
in the top classes. And then we went to high school together.
That's right. And that school you had to get accepted in. Hello, at that time.
Well, people said that they was like, it's all about the specialized school. I was like, do we or don't we? Y'all don't understand.
Yeah.
So it was. I've known you. We've been friends before I had facial hair and
I know. And before you was even yay tall.
I know. I was shorter than you at one point.
Quirky. You were. We were.
And now look at me.
Quiet. Well, you were never quiet.
I was never quiet. I thought my name was Shut Up Seth. For my entire childhood. Thought that was my government. I would write it down on papers. Like they'd be like the aim. I'd be like, shut up, Seth. Today's date. It was I have fun with it. And now I have my own family that I have to tell to be quiet. Hi. They just came home. So
what happened?
It's
you have family now.
I know.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3 children by 9 women. I'm a Maury show. Now I'm going to I have 3 children. I have 2 college graduates and a 7-year-old who snuck out of nowhere. I don't know how it happened. Yeah, but I'm very happy. He's one of he's pretty much my favorite person right now. It's my best friend. That's the one person I could tell anything and not be judged by.
Right.
And he laughs at all of my jokes sometimes.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Listen, let's get into what are you doing now? What's going on with you?
I've been, like I said,
I do want to know your journey. Like what happened after high school?
Okay.
Where did you go, Seth?
It's a funny story. Because we're from Brooklyn.
Should I get wine for this? I think
you might need some wine for this.
Oh my goodness, where did that come from?
Okay, so here's what happened. After high school, I went down to Virginia State, right?
You were one of those Virginia State.
Yeah, well, I
didn't
even really go to Virginia State as much as I kind of snuck in for free. I just went down there and was doing things and just, I'm the Black Forrest Gump. My story is about me just finding myself in places that I probably had no business being in, and
which is, by the way, the set that I know from junior high school.
Yeah, I don't understand. After high school, I ran around with X-Clan. I did a lot of Black liberation things, and that was the Black Watch movement.
Nice.
So I ran around, and at the time, it was like I'm trying to find out who I am as a person, as a young Black man in America. So I ran around doing that, and I had a wilder history, but we'll just start at this point. So I'm at the point I'm trying to find myself. And the one thing that I've always maintained is good friends. I've always had really good friends. And I have a trade. I've been a plumber for over 20 years, and I supported and fed my family that way. And how life changed was, and I don't want to say this to anybody so that y'all start, because I quit, but it all started with smoking cigarettes.
Good for you. You quit though. You quit. You said
I quit. Okay. I quit. The reason I say it started with smoking cigarettes is because I have one of my good friends is MC named Talib Kweli. And I've known him for as long as I've known you, from when we were children. Yeah, I grew up with him. His mother taught in Mega Evers, which is across the street. He grew up in Crown Heights? No, he's from Flatbush.
Oh, I'm from Flatbush. Oh,
yeah, he's from Flatbush. His mother taught in Mega Evers, and across the street on Crown Street is Mega Evers.
I know Mega Evers. Yeah,
right. So I met him in there, and we just kind of grew up together. So at one point, I hadn't seen him in like 10 years, and I decided to go to a show. And when I seen him, he seen me. It was on and tracking for the next decade after that.
Oh, nice.
But one of the nights we were hanging out, I just ended up, it's me, him, and Dave Chappelle, and a bunch of other people.
Really?
And
just like that?
Yeah. It just, I mean, I've always been somebody you can take anywhere. And that's my guy.
Your 20s.
This right here is, how old am I now? Late 20s. I'm old. Don't listen. You got to give your own away for that one.
That's all I know.
Right.
We are now the old people, according to my kids.
Yeah, listen, I was listening to Biggie Smalls. My daughter told me his dad rock. Word. Like that. Hurt my feelings. So I'm running around with my friends, and we're running around the earth just recklessly. And one night I end up hanging out with Dave Chappelle. And he keeps going outside to smoke cigarettes, and they keep sending me with him. Like, you smoke too, go. Keep an eye on him. And that night he told me that he thought I was hilarious. Really? And I never mentioned it to anybody. And the next morning, my friend called me on the phone. My friend Talib called me on the phone, and he said, yeah, Dave told me that he thinks you should be a comedian. He thinks you're hilarious.
So what?
Right. So I didn't for a minute, I was like, yeah, that was crazy last night. And then I thought about it for a second. I said, I didn't tell you that. How did you know? He said, because he just called me and told me to remind you.
Wow. So, wow. You left an impression on Dave Chappelle.
Correct. I went out after that and tried to be a comedian. It's very difficult. It's not like, it's no resume involved. You know, I'm so used to the 9 to 5.
Things, right? They just like push you on stage.
Well, you got to kind of earn your slot on stage. So what they have in New York City is called like the Chitlin Circuit. It's all of the Black restaurants and those kind of things. But I knew that I just wasn't going to be telling jokes to Black people. It wasn't my thing. You know, I have some jokes about, you know, I'm out here. I'm still me, but I just couldn't do what I thought they were doing. It just didn't seem right to me. I didn't want to block myself in. And my friend, like I said, he's an MC, and they kind of boxed him into the conscious rapper thing. And I see how that has its toll on you. Yeah. So I didn't want to do anything to that effect. So I ran around just for a while trying to find out my voice, who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And until that point in time, I had been a young gangster and a Black nationalist. Yeah, I've been a young gangster, a Black nationalist. Like I said, the rooms I've been in rooms with like Sonny Carson and Stevie Wonder talking about the state of Black affairs.
Wow.
Right. Those things happened when I was like 17, 18 years old, 20 years old. I've been, like I said, I've been so many places. There's so many stories that I don't tell because people would think I would lie. So I just stopped telling my story. Right. Well, it's you can't, where we're from a jungle. And it's hard to be the genius in the jungle. Yeah. Because you sometimes have to have animal instincts and animal tendencies. But
know when to attack is cold too.
Right. So it was difficult for me to find out who I was as a person, as an adult, especially, 20s is, I don't even count them really. I don't think my adulthood started into my 30s. And it's bad to say because I had children in my 20s. But
I had my first daughter at 20.
Right. I fumbled through the first children. You understand?
That was a lot. My big one now, I'm like, please forgive me.
Right. It was, I think about now and then I go, yeah, I was wild. It was, yeah. So I fumbled.
Again? Let's start over.
Yeah, a do-over. I would take a do-over. I got a do-over. He's cool.
Happy.
He really is cool. He has my sense of humor, which is very scary. Like he says stuff and you got to turn around and look at him like,
yeah.
Well, you got an old black man trapped in you somewhere. He's that kid. So, but yeah, no, so me and Dave had that moment, and I just kept going out and trying. Yeah. And I would send them stuff to not to critique because I knew that I didn't know anything. Right. And I can take a critique better than I can, I don't, insults bother me. I get upset. But if you give me a real critique on something, I take it, I eat it, I roll with it.
With love,
Right. So it don't really have to be with love. Tough love is tough love. I'm still from the hood, so
yeah.
But so I was getting critiqued, and it was rough. Some of them was rough, some of them was good. And then one day they was like, "Yeah, just hop on a plane and come out here." And the next thing I know, I was opening for 5,000 people at the Fillmore, and yeah, it was a wild ride.
Wow.
Because I had been doing bar shows. 30 people. By the time I got that stage and mind you, I'm like, I'm not scared of anything. My only fear in life is cold, because I had winters with no coats in the hood.
Right.
It was, my mother was like, "Oh, you out here wilding? You get it." So right. I understand what it's like to not have something. I also know what it is to earn something.
Yeah.
So when I got to that stage, I was like, I'm not afraid of nothing. Yeah. When you walk out in front of that,
I know.
I was like this, like you're supposed to walk in front of the stage.
It's the same thing for motivational speaking. I know what you're talking about. Like I thought, just like, I got this. I talk in front of the conference room all the time. I'm in meetings all the time. I'm in rooms of 50 people talking to them, motivating them. And then I get a conference where I have to step out on the big stage. And I was like, it is very scary. Now, I have not spoken in front of 5,000 people, but my biggest
it was 5,000. I think it was 5,000, and then the next I opened for Dave twice, which is technically 4 shows because 2 shows a night. So the first 2 was 5, the second 2 was 7,500. After that, it was very hard to come. Like, I don't want to say it this way, but once you go to a Hamptons party, you're not impressed anymore because you realize that none of these people own the house. This is not their joint. This is y'all just here.
Yeah.
I became unimpressed with a lot of things, and doing comedy kind of ruins comedy for you because you're not like, I used to watch comedy to laugh, and now I watch anything. As much as I want to laugh, I'm sitting here going, that was pretty good.
Right. Oh, I could imagine.
Right, it's different. So, but it's been a wild ride. And after that, I didn't, like I said, I don't like boxes. So I kept doing things, I went out to Ferguson, volunteered my time out there. I went out to Baltimore, volunteered my time out there. Because I still believe the state of Black affairs rely, I grew up and had an OG. These kids, they don't really have an OG. It's hard to talk to them.
Right.
And I remember being that. I remember being a know-it-all. But you grow up and realize that you're a simpleton. At one point, you know that all of this can't work together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen it all. Yeah. I remember wanting to do what I wanted to do. And I'm kind of glad that we grew up when we grew up, before all of this.
I thought I was the only one that felt that way. I think they're missing, I say to my kids all the time, you really are missing out. You missed out. This era that you're in right now is a completely different time than how we grew up. I remember being, I just realized I was actually walking to school by myself at 8 years old.
Correct.
And I would never let my kids walk to school.
Walk anywhere at 8, right.
Right.
Let me tell you, I can name a bunch of things like that.
Right.
I know, and this is really hard, easy to say, but I know all of my friends' first and last names. I used to know telephone numbers to a place where by heart.
Can I tell you? I still remember people's phone number from junior high school.
I do too. Like I'd be happy
the
that
whole
like
number.
Right, they mother still be having those numbers, and
their mother
right, I still could call that number. And somebody will. These kids don't know what it is to have real friends is very thing because we all had each other. Yes. And these kids have whatever's at their fingertips.
That's it. They have technology. That's what they have. And
technology.
Whatever the technology is feeding them, that's their comfort.
Yeah, I'm glad I had Anthony Daly in the fight. I didn't need technology. Technology, I was just gonna get beat up by myself with just a phone. Now I need my man over here on the rumble with me. What are you doing out here with just technology? It's a. I mean, I don't critique this generation because I do believe this generation is going to be the smartest, fastest, strongest.
They are. Let me tell you something. My daughter's 18, already started a business. She figured her life out. She's like she just graduated high school. She said she's not going to college. She's just not doing that.
I went on tour with my man Talib, right?
You was on tour too?
Yeah, I've been on tour with Talib. I've been on a couple times. I've been on 2 tours with Talib and technically thousands of shows at this point.
Right.
We was on tour and I said, yo, I'm going to sell merch. Give me 25% of anything I sell. Right? He said, sure. He told me that he averaged about 200-300 a night, 400 a night in merch.
That's it.
Every night in merch. You're right. I'm from Brooklyn. Every night in merch, I did up with 2 racks every night. Right? Wow. I made more money on the tour than everybody outside of him.
Right.
Right. And they was paying me per diem.
Ooh, crazy. Nice.
And it's been good. Right. I was at the thing. I was telling people, he said, if you sell shirts, the house gets a piece of it. If you sell records, they can't take any of the money. People were coming to the booth. I was like, buy 4 records, $100. I'll take you in the back, you get some pictures, and you sign them all the records. I get 20 of them people a night, plus whatever shirts and stuff they sold. I was killing them. I had these people mailing me stuff on the highway.
Right.
Right. Meet us in the next city. Send it to the next city.
Right.
I will hustle.
I gotta get you on my tour.
I will come.
With my new journal. Hello.
Let me see. Listen. Let me see this. Yes, 30 days to the new year. Yeah, I will push
these. That I was on Matt's show promoting. It's my new. You know me. I'm always trying to uplift and help people. So I decided to bottle up the journaling method that I use on all my clients, including Matt, to help them reframe their thoughts, retrain their mind to positivity, help them master discipline, and gain self-awareness. All of that in one journaling technique. So you do.
I'm gonna get one of these. First of all, I want to say thank you.
I'm sending you one. You don't have to get one. I'm going to send you one.
Yeah, no, I want to say thank you because Math is somebody that we just kind of brought him into the family, and I love him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Math is somebody that calls me uncle, be throwing me off sometimes. But it's I know that it's a real term of endearment. It's love. It's hard to call somebody else uncle. Yeah. And since he's had you as a life coach, I've watched his progression on how he moves and the way he's moving. Like they can't get to him as much now. Before they should be right. I have the same temper problems that he be having, but he has more control over them now, which makes me think I'd be like, maybe I should get a life coach, but I'd be thinking nobody want to hear me talk.
You need to call me. You don't need to get a life coach. Just
I know who I'm gonna harass. I'm right. I'm like, what? I have friends that are doctors. My friend Rob Gore, he was CNN Man of the Year. Another dude from Brooklyn. Like I said, I have really good friends that I've known for forever, and I know how to keep good friends. He used to say when we was kids, he was gonna be a doctor. Right now, he's an ER doctor. Kings County has a group called CAVI, Kings Against Violence Initiative, and was honored as CNN Man of the Year. I think he came in second place to the guy who cured cancer or something. Some weird shit, you know.
Wow.
Right. I call him for medical advice and checkups all of the time.
Well, hey, you got me in your corner. I mean, hello. You know that's what I do. I will fix a problem in a second.
And you're really good at it.
He was actually a tough client too.
I know it's very hard being from the jungle.
Yeah, I was like, if I could fix him, I could fix anybody. That was like, my mindset.
Right? She's like him. The rest of y'all is cake.
That's
right. It's right. It's like I said in the beginning. It's hard to be a genius in the jungle because he's a genius.
He's amazing, you know, and that's what because I say not everybody's ready for coaching. And I was telling him on the show, we brought you up. That's why I wanted you there, by the way, because I knew I was going to be there. And I asked for you to be in one of the chairs. That's why I was like, where's Seth? Because the reality is I wanted to tell the story, which we told it without you, like how, you know, Matt came to me, which was through you. And, you know, the fact that he called immediately. And I told him straight up, I wasn't taking him seriously. I heard battle rap and I was like, all right, he's not even going to. Like what I know, you know, this don't waste my time. You know, I'm very serious about my craft.
He got okay. I'm on the roof of the Soho Grand. Me, Dave, and like Radio Raheem. It's like a crew of us. So we're up there, we're talking battle rap. My man Smurf, shout out my man Smurf Griffin. We're up there, we're talking battle rap. And me and Dave are like, I tell him I'm from Brooklyn. I love math as far as being a battle MC. So we're going back and forth, top 5. And I don't know why, but, you know, everybody that's not from New York asked the New York question. You know this guy? It's 8 million people here, my man. No, I don't know this guy. But I said, you know what? I'm going to find him. So I called Math on the phone. Not on the phone. I hit him on Twitter. And I said, yo, Dave want to meet you. And he was like, Dave who? I'm like, Dave Chappelle, yo.
They really wanted to meet Matt?
Yep. So he's like, word. So we set it up and I go pick him up. Now at this time, he got a big battle coming up and he got beef with people in the world, right? So when I pull up on the block, you know, I'm from the hood too. I can see the drop anywhere. I pull up on the block, it's the guy right here. He reading the Daily News, but the paper upside down. I'm like,
the paper's upside down.
Yeah, they not the wiliest over here. So I see the drop. So Matt pulls up. Comes outside. I pull up, Math comes outside, and he's like, I'm like, your people's good? He like, yeah. He like, yo, you serious? I'm like, yo, I'm dead serious. Get in the car. We're going to the show. He didn't believe me. I take Math to the show. It's a great night. We get out there. He's battling Sirius Jones the next day.
Oh, wow.
Right. I heard all of the rhymes in the car that night before the battle. I know he had 3 rounds prepared and they was ready. We get there and it's a good night. And Dave has a life coach. She's running around the building. And at one point after the show, we're all hanging out and somebody said, where's Math at? And everybody's looking around and I go in the room and the life coach, she's rubbing on his knees and I don't know what she's telling him, right? And he's just like this, shaking his head feverishly, like, yeah. On the way back, we're leaving and he's like, that lady was, she was wild. She got in my head a little bit. And I was like, well, you know, whatever she told you, she told you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ready for tomorrow? He like, I'm ready for, I done had the greatest night of my life. I got a new outlook on things. Tomorrow is going to be a breeze.
Right.
The next day, the guy goes, woo, punches him in the face.
I never even saw what happened. I just know Seth called me like, you got to help my friend. That's all I got.
Gotta help my friend. Right. He's like, yo, the life coach. From my understanding, what she told him she told him like something like, you got something big coming up. And if you feel like you don't want to do it, trust yourself. Oh, that's what she kept telling him. She kept telling him, trust yourself. No matter what happens, make sure that you trust yourself. Listen to yourself, trust yourself. And he just kept saying those words. And I was like, well, trust yourself, goddamn, what's wrong with you? I trust myself, right? And the next day, after it all happens, I speak to him after a while. Dave is funny. After he punches him in the face, we all see the thing. Dave texts his Math, rumble, young man, rumble. So, right. So it's hilarious.
Hey, that's why I wanted you on the show. He didn't even get that intense.
Yeah, no.
He could have told that story like it was.
Yeah, he texted rumble, young man, rumble. So when I finally speak to Math, I think, you know, he took a hiatus from everything for a minute. And I thought that it's always a good thing to take a break. Yeah. That's the only time. It's only in quiet rooms that you really can hear yourself think. Yeah. While you're moving around, you're too much in it to really, you need to be stepped back. So he took some time away. And then I spoke to him a while after that. And I was talking to him. He said, I should have listened to the life coach. She told me trust myself. And I said, what do you mean? He said, the whole time we were there, he broke down the day for me. You know, He was like, I got there early. They wanted us there at this time, and security was acting crazy. I'm on the bill. They want to search me. They don't know if I'm on the list. And then it's hot in there, and they keep moving my battle back, and then and this, and then and this, and then and this. And he said all of the whole time, I kept telling myself, I should just get out of here, man. I don't even feel like doing this. And he said he stayed because of like not even obligation, but he felt like semi sort of obligated to it. But he said the whole time he was telling, I should just leave, man. I should just leave. And that's when I always trusted myself. It's the reason I don't have any felonies. When everybody else was like, yo, it's really getting good out here, I was like, seems hot to me. And I would leave and they would stay. And then Jake would come and snatch him up. And I kept moving. And I kept trying to tell everybody, even as kids, I'd be like, yo, listen, you're going to call yourself a hustler. You need more than one hustler. Because right now, you just a drug dealer. You just a this. You just a that. And that's the MO. And they looking for you. And they got you. Yeah. And I never felt obligated to stay anywhere and do anything. It never was my thing that I felt like, yeah, outside of me maintaining, like I would never let anything happen to my friends and family. And, you know, I'm a real, if it's not over money and blood, then I don't need to draw blood or try to hurt. It's not worth my time.
Right.
You know, I've already done all my dirt. Will I do some stuff? Sure. But I'm retired. I'm old.
We gotta retire from the dirt, you know.
Yeah, in my head, not even the dirt. They, you know, like if somebody was to say something to my wife, I would probably react to the point where it's gonna be really serious.
Well, that's in us.
Yeah, right. Right. So I try not to do that.
People, I honestly be in my calmest voice ever. I be like, please, do not let the Reese from Brooklyn come out. I don't want to.
Right. I don't want to do these things. I am
more.
Right. And I've learned to just walk away. Right. Like I said, it takes a lot.
I can't. That's why I tell them, because once it's on leash, only my mother knows how to get her back.
Right. She's like, I need to be talking to mom. They don't listen.
For real.
Yeah. No, I understand. I definitely understand. So I try not to be that person. And I like who I am now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to me,
you are too.
Yeah, the me now is
back then too. I like all of the stuff.
Yeah, well, like I said, I thank all of y'all that's been along for my journey. My friend Rob that told me that he was going to be a doctor since we was 12, and then he became a doctor. He's one of the people that showed me that if you believe in yourself enough, manifestation, right? I've
been manifesting my whole entire life. You know. To the point where now, that's why I'm able to do what I do now. I was successful in corporate America, and I said, you know what, I'm over this. I need to start my own business because I'm tired of working for people. And I literally projected when I was going to leave corporate America. I requested, to God, how I wanted to exit corporate America. And it all just happened that way.
Just like what? Right. And like I said, it's all of the people that you as well. All of the people that I've seen just do what they wanted to do always reminds me that I can do whatever I want to do. There's only limitations in life is me.
Yes.
All right. Because I've woken up.
Everything is attainable.
Well, it's not that. Here's where I've seen a lot of people fail in the world. A guy one time walked up to me. He said, yo, I wrote this book. I'm going to give it to you. It's $1 million idea. I handed it back to him. I said, well, then you should have $1 million.
Right.
People have great ideas. They just never take those first, second, third steps towards these things.
$1 million idea.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? Would you like to see this? You got to put on a shirt if you want to stick your face in here. He just want to see who he like this. I will let you get a peek.
Cutie pie.
He is the youngest, handsomest baby. I got an afro. I got to braid it now, but I got an afro because he has an afro. And if he want to rock the fro,
you rock the fro.
I'm rocking the fro with him. That's like I said, that's my guy. Come here, young afro. Be handsome. What are you doing?
He's coming from the other side, I guess.
He didn't even come in. He said he want my headphones so he could just be nosy.
Oh my goodness, really? You
got to come over here now.
Exactly. I got to see who's listening on my interview.
Right. Come over here now. Wait, come say hello.
Hi.
Come sit. Okay.
This is my chair.
This is my chair, my first. Okay.
Oh, that's your son.
Out of your mouth. You're on the screen. They're watching you live.
Little bird. Oh, he's
They're watching you live. You can't do that.
Like daddy. Oh my goodness, that is your son.
I know. How I know is what he be saying out his mouth. You ain't hear me sat down. I said, I'm gonna move over. It's my chair anyway.
Right.
He does have the most comfortable chair in the house. We try to make things for him. We do everything. Anything that he asks for, as long as he earns it, I will give it to him. And by earning it, I say his grades. He had they send the new report cards with all the fours and stuff. All I know is all fours. I don't even know anything less than a 4. He's never got one less than that. Every one of them is like,
wow.
Right. He's accepted already into the gifted and talented program.
Hello.
For 3rd grade. This is my guy right there.
I mean, I know. Who's his dad? We were all in gifted and talented classes all the way through and through. Did you leave John Dewey early?
I left John Dewey in the 10th grade. They said that I beat a kid up with a.
It was gone by.
Yeah, they said I beat a kid up with a tennis racket.
Oh my God, you did?
No, I didn't beat a kid. Give me this. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here. Tell me stories.
He was like, oh my God.
She's like, what? Yeah, no. They accused me of something, and they didn't
being gone. I'm like, you left after 2 years. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a tennis racket. It was a kid named Understanding Fahim. I just didn't take bullies serious to me.
Yeah.
Like the first day of Dewey, remember that freshman Friday we all got in there. They told people you gotta sing "Row, row, row your boat backwards" to get up the steps because we had the elevated train station. And me, Damon, because remember we went to Dewey deep. From Lefford.
Right, from Lefford. That's what I was telling you. I literally said that to do. I said I didn't feel. I had a bunch of people.
Right, we came in.
With me. I didn't feel like I knew a lot of people.
Right, so we started walking through them, just like stepping on people. It was pretty much a fight every day in Dewey for me after that because I was the first person to step on somebody.
Right,
pardon me, and it went like that. Then it was Coney Island. Then it was Lafayette. They were stealing girls' earrings. So
the door knockers. I had
right. They stole Bebe earrings. And,
from Bebe kids.
Right. So I got into a fight with Lafayette behind earrings that wasn't even mine.
Oh, over her earrings?
Over her earrings. I wasn't gonna watch nobody.
Because you know what? They kept picking on them Bebe kids. They took their Sherlins because they had the color ones. You know.
Right. So I've never been a fan of bullying. I fought and done a lot of stuff, but I've never been a bully.
Omar, you was there with Omar?
It was me, Anthony Daly, Gary, Omar, Trevor, bowling ball head Damon. That's my man. He played. Trevor was really kind of a solid dude. He didn't last long either. But then it was all of the girls that came. It was you, True. It was Fia came. It was Danielle came. It was a lot of. So we was deep. Even then in Dewey, I met Inga. I was part of Black Watch at that time. Inga, right? She turned out Foxy Brown, went to school with us. So it was a tour race.
How crazy she used to rap about me and Gary on the train on our way home.
Right, y'all was the original Luke and Laura from Days of Our Lives. I remember this. It's the original Luke and Laura out here. I remember that.
I can't. We were a mess, but me and Gary broke up in like 10th grade.
I know. First of all, I was amazed y'all made it like from junior high school to high school.
Too.
Right, I was amazed. I got to high school.
He was girl. It was too many women in Dewey. It was just too many.
Here was my secret at Dewey, right? When I got to Dewey, my friend Sean, who lived on my block, was already there. He was one of the older people from my block.
Yeah.
So when I got to Dewey, I was like trying to holler at this girl and trying to holler at that girl. He pulled me to the side. He said, "Yo, listen. One rule on." I said, "What?" He said, "Don't talk to any girls if they aren't seniors." And I said, "Why not?" He said, "Because you only got to deal with them 1 year." I only dated seniors.
Get out.
Yep. For the 2 years I was there, I only dated seniors. I think one was like a junior when I started dating.
Oh, yeah, because honestly, Dewey ain't had no guys. I think when our crew came in with our guys from left,
right, that's why we had so much problems.
Yeah, it was like I was like, wait a minute, why is everybody after this?
Like one y'all came in, and because I came in on some decep things, but I hung out with Gary. And
I remember.
Right, all of the low y'all came in low down, fresh to death.
Right,
everybody was in there like this. Right. It was very tough, and all of us handsome and beautiful young men and women. It was very difficult for us to go into that school like that.
And they was dressing, like the low life, the polo, the teddy bear, the silk crest. I was in DKNY, Guess, you name it.
Y'all was stunting on them. Y'all was.
Jordan.
I fought so much.
What? I remember stuff happening after school. That's what I'm saying. On the train, they would wait for us on the train.
Right. That's why the train station got shot up that time. I
remember got shot up. I said we had problems. It was beef up in there.
Right. It was so. Like I said, I grew up that way, and then I changed. And at one point, I tried to find myself. And I'm happy who I am. It took a lot to get to this point.
It does. It really did. It took a lot. I mean, I get it. I'm happy to know you, to be in your company. Actually, when I look at everybody that I went, just like you said, I went to junior high school. I'm like, wow, that class is doing amazing.
Amazing. That's that one class. That one class. I don't know. I always look at things. When I look at my life, I look at it like certain things are fated. And all of us being together made me this way. Me being this way and being able to speak to anybody and being comfortable in myself and confident in myself, just say what I want and do, not even say do what I want, but move how I want, has put me in rooms that I proud, like I said, if I ran down the list of people that I've been in the room with who call me a friend, and when I say that like I might have met them once, and then I go and a year later I see them and they be like, Seth. I'm like, what? You remember me?
Right.
Thousands of people a year. They're like, yeah, but no, I remember you. My phone book, my phone book is ugly. It's a real ugly phone book. Like, and I try not to use it at all. I do my best. I don't try to call and ask any favors.
Tap into your Rolodex.
My Rolodex is really, really good. You
should have never put that out there.
Listen, if I be worried about losing my phone, my keys and all that, like, if I lose my phone, I would lose it.
When I start rolling up in your DM, don't ignore my request.
No, listen, here's how it works.
Say, who can I talk? Well, give me some people to talk to on my show. How about that?
I can find some people.
I want to interview some folks. I'm really trying to push positivity. I really want to shine a light on, because for the youngsters coming up and just for people that's even our age that's struggling, believe it or not, I coach a lot of people that I'm like, wow, they really don't know how to get to the other side. And it's simple. It really is. Just like when I was coaching Matt, the same thing. Like he was stuck on one side of the track. And it was like really working to push him forward. And that's what I'm trying.
I'm laughing because every time you say Matt, I giggle inside a little bit. Because you're like, I'm not calling you. It's one letter difference. She's like, nope, that H has got to go.
Matt.
Like, your name is Matt.
You know I'm Jamaican.
Yeah. Listen, like I said, I was American in Crown Heights. And I remember Labor Days, I used to wear the American flag. And they're like, what you got on that flag for? I'm like, because it's Labor Day in America. They'd be like, it is Labor Day in Brooklyn. Okay. The Labor Day West Indian Day parade.
Okay. You better pick a flag, and the one that you want is Jamaican.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. My first wife was Trinidadian. Her family called me Dirty American forever. They probably still do. But there are things that I learned from that relationship. Culture differences. Before I've left the country, I realized that the culture shock is going to be, because the things I thought was norm weren't.
Right.
And then when I moved, because I left for Brooklyn and I got a co-op in Harlem. And when I got to Harlem, I realized that American blacks and West is very different.
Oh no!
I got to Harlem, I was like this.
Okay.
What y'all doing down here? Yo, y'all wilding. And I'm one of y'all, but y'all are wilding out here.
Okay.
This shit is unacceptable. They would never allow this.
We were bougie, honestly. I think
very much so.
I learned that we were bougie, and all that time I thought we were like
I was like, we ghetto. No, we are not.
We were not.
What is wrong with you?
Here.
I'm telling you, I've been some places, I'm like this. Oh, I'm not even a gangster out here. I'm like, listen, I remember I was in LA, right? Wait, I was in Long Beach, right? At a show. Shout out my man, Bishop Lamont. I'm at a show and some Crips ran up on me. I had on a low shirt, the red joint, cookies and cress and all that.
Yeah.
They ran up on me like, yo, blood. I mean, yo, cuz, what's up with your shirt? Yeah. I looked at my man and understood exactly what was going on. and said the most Brooklyn shit I could. I said, my guy, you don't see these Timbs on my feet? It's summertime, nigga. Nigga looked down at my feet. He was like, oh, you from New York? I was like, yeah, fam. I got an interview with that guy. I didn't even put it out. Normally I just put up stuff in, but I have a lot of videos and pictures that I've never shown. And that's one of them because I thought that was...
Sorry, you don't have a YouTube channel?
I have one, and I used to put comedy sketches and things on it. And then I had got upset one time. Somebody had took something of mine and ran with it, but I don't be caring like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't even be trying to tell the same joke twice. I be trying to think of what I could say next.
Right.
I be trying. If like people like you got to build a set, and it's true. You really have to have a built set. But what they're saying is you just have to have a bunch of jokes that you know and a cadence to put them all together for a duration of time. I have that, but I really like to just say, like, if I read the paper this morning and I see something, when I get to the stage, that's what we talking about. Right. That's what because it be those things that to me be funny. It don't be about what I said already. Somebody seen it or I don't, I have it. I'll use it again somewhere. It'll come out somewhere, but I don't really rely on any of that. I really rely on my wit and who I am as a person. Right. Because I can just sit here and talk regular to people and it'd be one of the most interesting conversations that they'll ever have.
No, I'm having a blast talking to you. This is like one of the most interesting conversations I've had. Not because I know you, but I think you're able to flow and your story is so incredible. Like you're just flowing.
I can tell you, listen, I've been
all the time I'm talking to you, I'm still seeing 12-year-old Seth.
Like I said, I got here, I was like this. In my head, I kept going, say Shaw.
I know.
Say Shaw. Just I've been practicing nothing else. Just make sure you remember this. I don't know who knows.
And I was gonna tell you, I was like, if you call me Cherie,
right? I was like, nope.
Get a pass. Some people get a pass. Some people I'm right.
Mind you, I was gonna go. Yeah, that's Reese. What you talking about? That's my people.
Right.
Right. I don't cut the whole first part off. I'm just.
Yeah, all the people from back in the day still say Reese.
Yeah, listen, I remember calling each other. We used to call each other by last names. I've been called Byrd to the point I'd be like, it's my first name, right?
You know, what's the one thing you miss? I'll say, we're going to say that at the same time. The one thing you miss that was fun from our junior high school day. On 3, you're going to say.
Wait, let me think. Wait.
Think and tell me when you're ready.
The most fun?
But not the most. Because we've done a lot of things, but. Right. One of the I have something in my head that I missed.
I got it.
All right. On 3, we're gonna say it. Right. 1, 2, 3. Hooky
the
party.
Haitian American War. The Haitian American War.
What? Say hooky
parties? I remember all the hooky parties, but I remember when the Haitian people, when I realized that I have to respect. Like Haitians in Brooklyn, I don't know where y'all think y'all got y'all props from, but y'all got y'all props from Lefferts.
You said the Haitian American.
I did. I remember that was the most fun I ever had. I cannot lie. You know why? Because as much as I fought at that time, I gained so many friends at the end of it. And those same people right now, Highness and a bunch of people, those are the people that are really big. And
was that fun for you?
That was fun for me. Like I said, I'm different. It was very fun for me. That was fun for me.
Right. Hooky parties.
I remember going to hooky parties and then people coming in and trying to.
The most hooky parties.
Daza, my man Daza on Crown in Kingston over there, and then Aunt Daly had a couple joints at his joint, but then he threw some girl out the crib one day, and then she called the Jake, and it was over for that. And I'm trying to remember. Me and G threw some hooky parties before, but Gary was weird with his hooky parties.
Who?
Me and Gary threw a hooky party one time, but G was on some. He was really on some.
He had a time frame. Like his mother was
right. That was it. Right. So we put everything.
You never know when she going. I remember being there one time. I had to hide in the closet for like hours because she just randomly came home. It's not funny.
I remember having a hooky party at my house or a half a day or something. And Matthew and Trudy was dubbing on the wall in my bedroom and went through the wall. I remember that. I'm sorry. Sorry, True. It just
I
came
be
up.
bringing up mess, and she be like, don't. You don't want me to bring up nobody. I mean, but that's what friends are for.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, it's who we are now.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I know my dislikes because of all of the things that happen and being as a grown adult, anybody that's coming into adulthood, knowing who you are, right. And I say this more for people in relationships, right. I have a joke where I say, all women are crazy. It's just what kind of crazy you can deal with. And I mean it. It's a joke, but it's the truth because all men are crazy. Anybody that thinks inside of their head has had a thought that probably doesn't conform to what other people is the norm. Or they might, everybody has a different opinion and thought process. So I at this point, like I said, I've been divorced twice. So when I got with my current wife, and because that's my fiance, when we got together, it was really about the things that I wasn't going to tolerate. And knowing what I didn't like left so much room for her to show me the things that I will like.
Yeah.
For who she was as a person. And being able to express myself in a way that is not argumentative and, it's easy to...
Because I don't know if she's from Brooklyn. So if she's not, don't take it personal because I'm here just realizing that I think we always had to fight back then. That it's embedded where we don't know how to communicate. We consciously have to work on communicating.
Right. Me, listen.
Yeah.
And it's that
even as a woman, a female, I'm here to tell you that was my issue in relationships because everything I was like, did I lose you?
Doing this. People is weird. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, exactly that. I have a problem now where sometimes just discussing things with people starts to get under my skin a little bit. Yeah. Like when you see the thing with
Matt.
We're right, the show with Matt and the kid Smart. I like that guy. I like anybody that's trying to do their thing.
Yeah.
Where I got lost at is that you can have your own opinion, but you cannot have your own facts. Right. And that seems to get lost in the shuffle these days.
I like that.
Yeah, it's the truth. But you cannot have your own facts. Yeah. A fact is a fact is a fact. And I've heard people say 2 + 2 is 4. 3 + 1 is 4. But those are both facts. You don't have to both be going in the same way to arrive at the same conclusion.
Right.
Because at the end of it all is a fact. They just kind of live with the plus and minus sign. They never get to the end of the equation. There's no equal.
Right.
They just live in this area. I know it's 3 + 1. It's 2 + 2. No, it's all of these things, and it can be all of these things. And you need to be open enough to hear somebody else's opinion
about things. Yeah. Yeah.
So when I be talking to them and I give respect freely. But the problem with that and the being from Brooklyn thing is that I'm not asking for mine. You're going to give it to me unconditionally or it's not going to be enjoyable for you. I'm going to have fun with this. Trust me. It's not going to be enjoyable for you. And when they talk, it's not to say that they talk down, but it's very condescending. Like, oh, you don't know what I know? Then you don't know nothing.
Right.
No, fam. You don't know nothing because you're not open to listen to what other people say. I know a little more than you because I know what I know and I've just listened to what you say.
Right.
I'm letting all that work together. You're just hearing what you say. And people have echo chambers and, they be like, it's the devil in the industry. Black people all sell their souls to be part of the industry. And I just can't believe that we're not talented enough as a people to succeed on our own, that we're not the greatest artists and athletes and minds, thinking scientists, GPS, the peanut butter, everything else. All those are black people.
Yeah.
Y'all got to the moon? Yeah, that was 3 black women with calculators and pens. Right. So if we're capable of all of that, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to people say that we all sell our soul to make it to a certain tier. Or I don't
believe that either. And I think that when people witness 1 or 2 people that might have done whatever, they say all black people.
Yeah, no, they be like, oh, they be having Hollywood sex parties. My man, I know some sex parties they had on Midwood in New York.
Yeah.
It's
not Hollywood.
It's not Hollywood at all. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Oh, they all gay. No, this generation is just how do I say this?
Free spirit.
Because it's very fluid kind of. It's very open and everybody's right. And do your thing.
Everybody.
Like I told somebody said
people.
Somebody said, you hate gay people. I said, I like gay people. Just don't be trying to fuck me. It's very simple. I mean, if you walk up and squeeze my ass, I'm going to take that as sexual assault. We got to do this as two men or a woman or whatever you identify as.
Do you?
Yeah. I told a joke one time. I said, when I was in school, there was a girl, she used to bother me all the time. And this is one of the jokes I was talking about. When I was thinking about the girl that came to mind, it was y'all. It was like, they used to just always be on my back. And this part of it ain't true, but it's funny. I said, we had a 20th year high school reunion, and when she came in, I found out that she became transgender. She had so I punched her right in the face because my mother taught me never to hit a girl. Funny joke. Yeah, so it's what it is. But when I was thinking about the people, I was like, the girls in my class, but the rest of it. But no, it's this generation. If you're gonna be gay, be gay. Be who you are. I can't tell you who to be, who not to be, because I have done things that I am not proud of. And you just gay. I have robbed all kinds of things.
And the corner
store. Can I judge you?
And the corner store.
And right. I done ran in Macy's with 20 people knocked over the mannequin and took the vest off the mannequin. Can I judge you for who you love? Not really.
No.
I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't. So it's very hard for me to judge knowing that I have a past.
Yeah.
And somebody said that if you point a finger at somebody, really point 3 fingers at yourself. And I believe that. Because anything you can point at them for, you could probably point at yourself for 3 or more things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So judging people but it's a very judgmental.
Right.
Everything now is.
It's everything. Yeah. I get it. I hear you. How is your brothers and your mom?
We have had some scares along the way. I'm happy that everybody's still here. My grandmother's about to turn 100 next year.
What?
Yeah, she beat the COVID. My grandmother beat COVID. She about to turn 100. My mother beat cancer. Cancer and COVID because they were together because my grandmother stays there because we wasn't putting her in a home. Nice. My brother Stephen has always been crazy. He's the one person.
I remember him remotely just passing through.
He's always been a big brother, and one of the craziest sense of the word. Most big brothers show you what to do. My big brother showed me exactly what not to do, even through his words or through his actions. Where he turned around at the end of it and was in deep, and then turned around and said, "This is how you get caught. I messed this one up."
Right.
And so, like I said, I learned to never do anything like that. Right. Or to never stick with anything like that. The only thing I stick with is going to be my friends and family. And I know the difference between a friend and an associate.
Yeah.
And I'm at the point where I know what real love is. I know what to be in love is, and I know what it is to love somebody.
Yes, unconditionally too.
Yeah, unconditionally. I know that the family you get and the family you pick are two different families. And the family that you pick will come in slightly, if not equal, a little more in the long haul, which is why not having friends and not knowing their last names and numbers is scary for me for this generation.
No, it is not remembering numbers.
Right, because I can't, it's certain things I wouldn't tell my mother or my brother, but I know I could tell my right hand and he gonna work me through it.
Yeah.
My friends are the kind of people that in public, they're gonna defend me. But the minute that we by ourselves, they gonna let me. Yo, you stupid.
Yeah.
What would you do that for? That was the most. Why would you do that?
They don't understand. We really from an era where we squeeze first, ask questions last.
Ask questions last. Right. I don't know what's going on right now, and then when we get back, they be like, "Well,
all I know is my friend is beat up. That's all I know.
All I know. So like I said, I'm glad that we grew up with whatever weird principles and honor system and policies that we had. I'm happy for that because it's difficult to watch people that you love now. Like I watch my friends' children. Some of them be on it like like how they be having like white kids in the movie. I hate you, mom.
What?
Maybe calling me on the phone like, Seth, come get this kid. I walk in with a 3-piece. Bing, bing, bang, bing, because you're not going to talk to her. Yeah, they be like, yo, that's my mother. And I always say the same thing. Before that was your mother, that's one of my best friends on earth. And this would not be the first time that I beat somebody up for her. Sorry that you were just a name on this list. Yeah, that was Sophia. I had to dig up her.
Tell her I said hello.
Yeah. So, right. Another one. I love somebody that I can never... that's somebody, like, when I cry, those are the shoulders I cry on.
Aww.
If you don't got a shoulder to cry on.
I have some relationships from back then. I don't have anyone less in my circle that I call close that I've known less than 15 years.
15 years. Yeah, no, like I said, if you listen to the circle I'm talking about, the newest friend I have is Dave and all these celebrities.
Well, that's a nice friend to have. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is. Let me tell you, I love Dave. And the reason I love Dave, and I think it's the reason that all of these people in the industries, arts industries, all the artists, I think the reason that they love me is twofold. One is because I don't really watch TV and I'm not listening to everybody's music.
In the media and the
right.
So the drama of
right. Most of them I be meeting and somebody got to go, yo, that's so and so.
Right.
And then I'm like, who? And they be like, these people. And then and not to say I'm not impressed. I do respect anybody that's accomplished, but I judge people on who you are the same way I expect to be judged. Right. So when
I tell people, I'm in the business of meeting souls,
right?
Not
right. The outside, right? So I don't care about all of that, and for some reason they all just love me because I just be me, and it's always lovable, it's fun.
You've always been lovable.
I know that's why I got called "Shut Up, Seth." Shut up. That's what we say.
He's like, I know. Well,
yeah.
I'm not gonna keep you too long. I don't want to because I could talk to you forever. I have to probably set up another show to talk to you.
Yo, listen, we are gonna because next time I see you, I want to see you so I can hug you. Because I'm mad that I missed you.
I'm mad. I was like mad, and honestly, I really needed you there. I honestly needed you there that night.
The bad part is let me tell you how bad it was. Had he said, "Yo, your peoples is here," right. I would have dropped everything because. In my brain, when he said it, like, come to the shop, I had something I was doing, and I was like, I don't feel like arguing with these niggas and going viral.
No, it's me. That's why I asked him at the end. I said, so what? He said, I said, did you talk to us? I was here. He's like, no, you told me.
Right. He didn't tell me that.
Like, well,
he didn't tell me that. I would have came.
Now he wasn't going to say.
Right. I would have came for that because every time I do a show with him, he sent me a message to we went viral, and I'd be like, went viral for what? I'm not really used to, and I mean, as much as I've been out here and doing these things, when 10 people start following me on something, I get paranoid. I do. Like, I get paranoid. Like, to me, I don't feel like it was a crime stat, right? Because I still with the Daily News. We grew up every day reading the paper, writing the journal. So I read the papers every day. And at one point, there's a crime stat that's a new crime stat. It's how many people have got assaulted or hurt over Facebook. And that number is so high.
Really?
Threw me off. It is so high. Like, it beats out old crimes. Like, if prostitution was here, Facebook beat that one. If assaults for Facebook was winning. So I was like, when people like my comments on Facebook, I take it as a threat. I don't know what y'all doing out here. And I beat that guy. Like I said, I tell these jokes.
I'm gonna start scheming on your comments, like.
Yeah. One girl, like somebody from our generation, right? And I understood then that they didn't know what they were doing. They would poke me a lot on Facebook.
I don't know
right?
What is the poke?
Boom. So that's what I didn't know either. So I go to my scholar. I go,
like, why are you poking me?
I went right to my daughter. I said, yo, what this mean? She said she want the dick. I said, no, she don't. I know this girl. She don't want. What are you kidding me? She like, yeah. I said, so I texted her. I said, my daughter told me that the poke means that you want some action. I'm in a relationship right now and I can't do this. Thank you anyway.
What did she say?
That's not what that means. I said, that's what I was told. She said, erase all of the pokes. I was like, yo.
Yeah, I don't think that's what that means, but I really don't know what it means because somebody let us know what the poke really means.
Right, really means. I didn't think the cucumber or whatever, the eggplant mean the sausage. How was that?
No eggplant. We all know the eggplant.
No, let me tell you, in the very beginning, I typed LML. I thought it meant loving my life. It doesn't mean that. It means laughing out loud. I was putting it wrong in a lot of places.
That's how you know you're old, Seth.
I know I'm old.
But the one thing I do know on Instagram is the eggplant, okay?
Yeah, I bet. You're a woman. They be just sending you eggplants from the day. Soon as you was like your first Instagram post, you was like, they was like, eggplant. Oh, shorty bad. Eggplant. Oh, I remember her from school. I had a crush on her. Right, I didn't get any of that. I don't think they got one for women. Maybe they do.
They do the peach. That's the peach.
The peach. One girl sent me a taco. I said, taco. What does that mean? Does it mean it hangs? I don't want that if it hangs out like the taco meat.
We gotta go to school for the emojis, like what because remember in our days it was beeper codes.
Right. A beeper. They don't got no beepers.
No, but we had specific numbers that meant it read something like
right. It turned upside down.
Yeah, love you.
Right. Like 8008 mean boobs. 5 with 5. I love that.
That's what I'm saying. So we from a different time, but if you think about it though, they're basically doing the same thing we did. It's just elevated. It's like the technology because we had. Here's where
I soured on the text message thing for 2 reasons. One,
I don't like.
I realized that people read text messages and the voices in their head, and it's very hard to hear my voice if you don't know me because I joke about a lot.
And you're joking, and they exactly.
And they right. So I learned that, and then. When we first started text messaging, you had to type like B 33333 to get to like S. I was like, no,
not doing it.
Not doing it.
If you're trying to date in this era, I cannot fall in love with the font. Like, who am I supposed to fall in love with the font? Guys want to text you all the time.
Maybe you didn't listen to my history. I've been married twice and have 3 children. That is to say that in 20-something years, I have only been in 3 long-term relationships. I am the marrying type.
You've been a lot.
Right. I don't. Right. When I don't be dating like that. I don't. I cut it. Let me tell you, I went to a restaurant with a girl I went to a restaurant. I don't want to be like, ooh. I went to a restaurant with a girl I was trying to figure out if I liked her, what have you. We got to the restaurant, ordered my food. She ordered her food. I'm a well done steak kind of person. Don't be giving me anything that looks like it's alive. Medium well, but nothing bleeding. So I told the guy, I said, yo, please make my steak a medium well. He came back out. He said, your steak is going to take a little longer because we have to cook it a little longer. Is that okay? I said, fine, not a problem. He proceeded to bring out the rest of our order so that nobody else was waiting. She wouldn't have to wait. So she sat there. She didn't eat her food until the guy came out with my plate. And at first I was like, okay, this is good. She's going to be patient enough to wait for me to have our food. We eat together. That's fine. I'm not sharing my shit anyway. So I hope she don't want to reach. But so I was like, But as soon as the guy came back and put the plate down, she barked on the waiter. Now my food is cold. And And you should have waited to bring the food out. And the guy started to explain that if he would have left her food in there, it would have been cold then. He didn't want her. And I stopped him missing. I said, check, please. Okay, I'm going to pay for this. She got to go. I said, pack hers up and get me a table for 1, please.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know why? Because I know what I don't like. Like I said, it's good to know know what you dislike, what you're not willing to tolerate.
Right.
I'm a blue collar worker. I have respect for the working man. It takes a lot to wake up every morning and go someplace. And the first thing you say to yourself every day is I should quit this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then proceed to do that for years and years and years, telling yourself that every day so that you can maintain and pay. Because, the way that we live here in the city now, it's not even a lot of money, but rent goes up. So people working two weeks to pay for rent and the bills might get to save a check. You're supposed to be able to pay your bills in a check.
I try to explain that to folks. Like it's
very difficult, right? And anybody that can do that.
It's really set up for us, for 2 incomes to make it in a household. That's how it's really set up.
Not really. Let me tell you, at this point, if you don't live in a 2-income household, you're not going to be able to live in New York City. And if you live in New York City in a 2-income household, too much of your money is going towards rent. And now
And mortgage. Well, mortgage.
Right. Mortgage is right. I seen a 1-bedroom in Brooklyn for $2,100.
Yep.
In Brownsville.
Yeah.
Okay. People from Brooklyn don't go to Brownsville.
I grew up in Brownsville.
Yeah, I know. That's why nobody would come. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody coming to visit you. I see the Crown Heights.
Nobody ain't coming to see me. Well, when I was going to junior high school, I was in Flatbush, and then my mom halfway through high school moved to Brownsville. Like I was like, oh, really?
Right. Now you want
you going from Flatbush to Brownsville?
To Brownsville, right? Because the rent becomes too much. They start, and if you, I mean, it's bad that you have to spend that much of your money, to just make it. I'm not talking about survive.
Yeah,
just make it. And if you just making it on, you're working 8 hours to make 8 cents. None of those things make, but that's how we all live now. And it seems to be getting worse.
I know.
It's not going to get any better.
It's not.
It's not. And the reason why is greed. It's simple greed.
Yeah.
This
is why we got to keep doing what we're doing in terms of setting up ourselves, becoming entrepreneurs, creating your passive income, educating yourself. This is why I'm trying to do these shows, to give some knowledge, share some knowledge, especially financial literacy, which they really need to put back in our community. We need financial literacy. They have not taught us anything about money.
We used to be able to do the checkbook when we was in school. Right. They taught us that in school.
It's gone. It's gone. They even took script out, which I'm like, my daughters, I had to teach them how to sign their names. They don't know how to write script.
Because they don't even need to use a pen soon. Remember, it's moving towards a digital society, but
it's hurting.
We don't have to conform to these things.
We don't.
My son, I remember when he started first grade, they came home and they was like, because the good thing about the pandemic and my son being his age was he handled it like a boss. Like none of it seemed odd to him.
Right.
He hasn't been on Earth.
That's why he's a leader. He's going to lead something.
Oh yeah, we know this already. You should see him in school. He walk into class. They're like, "Hey, Aiden." He be like, "What's up?" He's in the park. If we're in the park and he's playing with some kids and two of them start arguing, he comes over to me. He be like, "Yeah, it's time to go home."
Right.
Like what? He's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing all this with them. Let's go." I don't. He's one I don't worry about, which makes me worry because then if you take your eye off,
worry about him. There's always one you don't worry about. I got one I don't worry about either.
My daughter's the only one I worry about because she's my girl and it's daddy's girl, mama's boy. Them kids don't really like me. They just tolerate me. My daughter loves me.
Oh, the girls, that's how it works. Boys go mommy.
Right.
Daughters go, and I end up with 2 girls, so nobody.
Right. You just right. There's too many panties in the house. Sorry.
Right now they like, see ya.
Right. My friend got 3 daughters and him and his wife. So I'm like, what you do? How you make it? He'd be like, I just be going out to like, Walmart and stuff. Just walk around the store for a while. Only time you get some peace, he just leaves.
Yeah, go to Walmart.
You go to Walmart,
and then he comes back in and it's like back at it.
They at it, right.
He better cherish those moments. That's what he better do.
He does. Let me tell you how much he cherishes those moments. I'm a plumber by trade for all of these years. He's like, you come to the house. I came over there. He had beer and booze. I said, well, what are we doing? What's all of this about? He said, I need you to build the bathroom in the basement with me. I bought some booze. I was like, I got you, my man. He didn't even have to. I know you need it.
I know the man cave.
Right. Right. I built them. I helped him with his man cave for free. It's good that I have a trade. All of my friends that are building houses, I have worked for free for a long time.
Aw.
Yeah, I work for free for my friends because I can't take your money. I've ate in some of these houses. Your mother loves me. What am I going to do with your money? I have some money. It'd be different if I was on my last and destitute.
Yeah, then you can pay me.
Right. Then you can pay me. But the bad part is that if I was on my last and destitute, these are the same people I would call and ask for help. That I have a support system that I could call my friends and say, yo, I'm doing bad. I need a place to crash. And I remember when I got divorced, my friend, I was in my house. When I got divorced, I was in my house for, I want to say a month and a half, just mopey.
Oh, I know it's
right. I had gave up. I felt like I had spent years of my life for nothing. That's one of the.
Even Dwayne, you need really because that's how he felt when he went through his divorce too.
Yeah, you feel like you feel like all of that time because I can get money back. I could get a shirt. I could buy a new car. I don't. material things I don't worry. I know I can get it and a better one. I'm not a problem. Yeah. Time, I can't get back.
You can't get back your time.
I can't. And I thought about, and I was looking at it like that at the time. And I was in the house, and I remember my friend Bash, my son's godfather. Each one of my children's middle name is named after one of my closest friends. Mm-hmm. My daughter's middle name is Sophia. My son's middle name is Adrian because his godfather's name is Adrian, and my oldest son's middle name is Derek Anthony because that's my right. All of my people, I named none of them after me. I named all of my children after the people closest.
Oh, look at Seth.
That's the truth. That's the honest truth. My son, he was right. All of my friend Adrian bought a house. He said, "Yeah, your son got a room here. Just let him come up here and I want to see." Right. I know that if I pass, I know that these people have my people.
Okay. You're gonna be okay.
So I remember he came when I got divorced. I was in the house. It might have been a month and a half that I didn't go outside. So I couldn't even tell you what day of the week it was. I didn't go to work. I didn't do anything. I didn't pay any bills. I was just in the house. No shape up, nothing.
Nothing.
He came and he said, "Yo, I got a problem. I need you to come with me real fast." I'm like, "What? Okay." Not even thinking. My friend need help. I'm going.
Yeah.
I walk out the house, got in the car. He drove me to Connecticut. I stayed at his house for months. I lost my apartment and everything else. But when I came back out of it,
right.
I came back out of it solid. And I came back out of it going, I didn't lose all that time. I learned a bunch of valuable lessons.
Gained a lot.
Right. I gained a lot. I had love. I didn't lose love. I had love. Right. There's a difference in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate any of my ex-wives. You know, they might not be fans of mine, but I don't think they hate me. You understand? You can't hate me and then look at my children in the face. You're looking at me every day. My mannerisms.
Yeah.
No. So it's very hard and very difficult. And I know that my children have been raised well on those sides. Wherever I lack that, I know that I never to stand here now and look at the 7-year-old. I can see where I lack that with my first ones. Not being in the same household. You know, it's different. Broken homes is very difficult to maintain. You got to pay your own bills, so you can't just throw everything into this.
Yeah.
So I can see where I lost that, where I thought that me giving money and gifts would have been just better spent with time. Yeah. Where I should have just, weekends, every weekend. I missed some weekends, a lot of weekends. I missed a week. I missed a month. Right. Those things, right. So it was things that I came out of it with a lot more experience.
Right.
And that, to me, became invaluable. I learned to say I don't take losses, I take lessons.
Yeah.
If I lose a fight, I know that you got to duck that punch. you gotta get in. Right. I'm not gonna take the loss, but I'm gonna take the lesson. How did I lose? Why didn't I accomplish what I set out to do?
Right.
Where was my mistakes at? Not who I can blame. What mistakes did I make? And I internalize those things.
Right.
I have a joke that I tell my wife all the time. I'm like, "This is your fault." I'm talking about my son. I'm like, "You did this to me," is what I said. Right. And I say this a lot because he wasn't supposed to be here. I'm like, he's 7, the rest of him is 20. What am I doing here? But this time I can look and I can be a better father this time around.
Yes, you can. And you are. Oh my God. I love watching you with the family. You post them, the kids.
Yes.
Like, look at that.
Yeah. I learned it takes a while for everybody. But at one point, everybody must learn what matters most. And it's not likes and views and it's none of those things matter. Because like I said, I've had a lot of things when I did a lot of things.
Yeah.
And now I can't even remember where those things are.
Right.
I've had all of the shirts and all of this and all of that.
Right.
Ask me where they at.
And then what we really have and what we're left with is our memories.
It's memories. Right. I remember the people that were there when I was at my lowest, which is why when I'm at my highest, I swear to God, it's a reason that math loves me, because anybody that knows me, if you do something, I will drag you into a room. Like you and math. Yeah. Oh, you need a life coach? Hold on. Hold that thought. Take this number, call these people.
I know. You did that with me. Yeah.
Anybody that, if it's my people and I can put you in a good situation, a better situation, I do. My friends be like, "Yo, when I get on, I'll be like, yo, just make sure because I'm stealing these shirts." Like, I got old enough that I used to be the flyers. We all wanted to be the flyers and this and that. And now I just want to wear shirts with my friends' logos.
Yes.
I want to have the Rolling Stones I was there shirt because I was there.
Right.
Not right. It's a regular cotton ass t-shirt with a print. I wear these more than anything else. I want to buy stuff from my friends. You got a clothing line. Let me get 5 of these shirts.
Right.
You make this. Let me get one of those. I be buying stuff that I know I ain't gonna need.
Right.
My wife be on Amazon all the time, so I don't be listening to what you don't tell me what I could do. Because she just be buying stuff. Boxes come here so much. They just
every day.
Every day. So when I go and splurge,
let me tell you what's happening. Not that she's ordering every day. What Amazon, I got you, girl. What Amazon does is they break up the shipment, okay? And they send different packages, okay? That's what
Nah, she order every day probably. First of all, she gets up out of here every day and goes to Whole Foods to go shopping. I'm like, we used to just do what they call grocery shopping back in the day. We would just get enough. She'd be like, nope, I need the cilantro for the and it only lasts a day. Got to be fresh.
Fresh. Then you got a real wife. Let me tell you.
I do. What? I do. Let me tell you. She be in here cooking a lot to the point where I'm like, it's only just me, and I'm not really gaining any weight. If you made all of the chicken yesterday, you cannot turn around and make all of the fish today. Okay. And I like leftovers too.
Yesterday, we grew up on leftovers.
I need leftovers. I need these things. So but I said I don't gain any weight. She hates me behind it. I think all women hate me behind it. They do. They be mad at me because I swear to God, I'm gluttonous. Like the dirty American thing. It was like when you eat, the sound of your fork is never supposed to hit the bottom of the plate. I be scraping this shit.
I know, like what?
Well, she was Trinidadian. My first wife was Trinidadian. Keisha. She was Trini. So Trini people was different.
Oh snap! You had married Keisha.
And right, like I said, that's how long I've been in a relationship.
Across the street from each other.
Mm-hmm. I married her. That was my first wife.
Oh, that's who you have your first son with, Keisha.
Yeah, my first son is with Keisha.
Okay.
My daughter's with Laini. All of like I said, all the people that right. Let me tell you, there's a woman that I'm with now. We met when I was 16 years old. Yeah, it's the reason I will give Facebook props is she reached out to me after a long time, just on the humble, like, hey, what's up? And because I don't date people that I don't know for a long time.
What's her name? You keep saying the woman I'm with.
Her name is Robin. I love her.
Okay. Aw.
She's somewhere around here. Robin, come here. Let the people see you so they don't think I'm with a buster. Come over here. I don't want them to think you a buster. Come over here, my lovely. She's this is really my better half.
You see her on the Instagram anyway. You post her all the time.
I do. I'm proud to post her. I really am. There she goes. Wait, there she is. This is my beautiful
Robin.
Better half. Your glasses is glowing. Oh, you can't hear. Take this
she can't hear.
Right, there you go.
Hi. I went to junior high school with Seth.
Did you really?
Yes, I know. It's so bad for me, right? I know.
She came on the MS Walk with us. She met the rest of the crew.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you about us on the MS Walk. We're on the MS Walk, and I'm with all of the women that I went to school with.
Yeah.
Humbly, and I say humbly, we see a guy that she dated 20, 30 years ago. And he was like, hey, how you doing? And all of the women was like this. Who that? Like, yo, they about to beat him up. You might want to get him out of here. It was a really good day. We seen him. He was with his family. He was all in our family. And we went on the walk. But she got to meet a lot of us and got to see why I am the way I am.
Yes.
And how y'all used to talk to me. They was yelling at me that day. And then let me tell you, it was really good because we went to lunch and I just really felt good that I was able to just really take all of my friends to lunch.
I know. That is nice.
It's a really good feeling to just go out and go, yeah, no, give me the bill. Everybody's husband is like, I don't care about how y'all feel. Because in my head, these are all of my friends before they met in New York. These are people that I love dearly, as much as you love dearly. So it really felt good. And when Noelia stopped coming up, I yelled at her the next year, what you mean you're not coming? This is our walk. I don't got MS at all. But I try to make sure that I support everything that I made sure we did every donation. We did everything that anything to help my friend. So we've been trying to get her to come back up and we all gonna do the walks again. I was trying to get down to Virginia where she's at, but I forgot why she told me not to come. I think it was gonna rain one of the trips I was gonna make or something to that effect. Okay. But just love my friends, whatever y'all do.
We're here in Maryland, so you gotta come by soon.
I'm coming down there. I'm always down there, DC, Maryland area, the DMV.
Even if it's for like a weekend or something, just that'd be nice.
Yeah, no, she lets me out the house. Even like when I went on, that's one thing I love about her even more. When I was like, a joke I told, one of the first jokes I told for Dave Chappelle, this is hilarious, you laughing. I'd done the road before, but when I was out there, I was only supposed to be out there for the one show.
Yeah.
I did well. Dave was like, yo, I've got a bunch of other shows, stay out here. So I called her on the phone and I said, yo, Dave said to stay out here for a few more shows. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I've been snowballing something. What do you think? Right. She told me, she said, stay out there for as long as you need to be out there and get done whatever you need to get done. I love you. You know, whenever you come home, I'm going to be here. It's nothing, the whole thing. Now, that's what I said, right? So that night, right, that night I got on stage and I said, I told the exact story that I just told you. And the crowd said, oh. And I said, y'all think this bitch cheating on me? And they died. That was I won right there.
Hey.
Yeah,
I love you, but
listen, she knows. Listen, I'm in here all of the time, just saying stuff, and for 10 years she's eating it all. I be in my brain going, I ruined her.
Probably.
I'm like, one day she's gonna say.
Now she's at the show, not even laughing anymore. Like,
right? So,
you don't find them funny no more. It's
let me tell you, I remember she used to come to all of my early shows. And then one day I was like, I got a show tonight. You coming? And I remember the first time she said, no. And she said it just like that too. No.
Well, let me know if you, I don't know if you're still doing it, but I really have to catch a show.
Every now and again I pop out. I pop out. Well, like now I just pop out. It's more to just, it's a test for me more than anything. I know I can make a crowd laugh. That's never been.
Nice to meet you.
That's never been my problem is making the crowd laugh.
Yeah.
I try to say things that when I see people a year later, 2 years later, they go, yo, I still be telling my friends that joke. I try to tell things that are going to be real. To me, it's not even about comedy anymore. I've been around the greats in the game. So it's the difference between just telling a titty joke and a dick joke and telling a joke that's going to matter, that's going to have a long-lasting impact. Because as a comedian, your obligation is to be funny. Yeah. That is one thing.
Yeah.
But it's a very different art form. Musicians get to practice before they go out. And rappers and singers get to practice before they go out. Wow, and a comedy, you get to find out if it's funny on the spot because you need a crowd to gauge what it is. And it's really, you know what? I gotta come to a show with you. I do, so that you can see it's very hard to explain, but I like to practice and I try to say things to people that matter.
Yeah.
There are jokes that I just tell. There are things that in my life I've learned that an old Trinidadian man told me, if you get a divorce from your wife, it's because she didn't understand that you were supposed to be allowed 16 other women. Right. I was like, what?
What?
And he told me, yeah, the contract says that you're supposed to get 4 better, 4 worse, 4 richer, 4 poorer. Right. I can tell those jokes on stage because a man told me that. And to me, it's funny to say. But I try to tie things in with how you're supposed to maintain a relationship. It's good to just be honest, to teach honesty, to teach people that they can be as honest as they want. Sometimes it's to make somebody go down a path that they didn't want to go and still laugh, opens them up to being more honest with how they really feel about something.
Right.
Because everybody wants to be stern in their opinions, and comedians break down walls. It's your job to break down walls. It's your job to take the darkest things and make people laugh about it. That everything is not the darkest. That in everything is a sliver of light. That there's some hope and there's some humor in everything. Okay, the pandemic, the world is changing, the world is ending, the woods is burning, and any of those things I can probably turn into a joke.
Joke, right? Oh my God, I really want to see you in person, honestly. So make it happen.
For you, sure. Guys, let me tell you, welcome to my friends, y'all. They don't go, when are you having a show? Do a show and let me know when it is so I can be there. I'm like this. Yes, ma'am. They be like, yes, ma'am.
Just
I
make
know
it
all of my
happen
friends.
and invite me.
I will. Like I said,
Me and Dwayne will
people just call my phone and tell me to come do things, and I'm brave enough to go. Yeah, sure. No practice, no anything else. I'm like, I'll be there. Can you do it? Yes. Is it an ego that makes me say yes? Yes. Yes. But if you don't have an ego, where is your confidence at?
Right.
Everyone should have an ego. Maybe not a super ego. You definitely got an id, but definitely have an ego.
You gotta be confident in something.
And first of all, be confident in yourself. My father told me, I remember I lost a fight, and I was really upset. He came and he said, "Do you know what it takes to be the heavyweight champion of the world?" And I thought about it, and I said, "No." He said, 2 hands and a heartbeat. Very simple.
Wow.
Right. All it takes is 2 hands and a heartbeat. One good punch.
That's it.
That's it.
And it's mental, right? To fight is
a mental thing. Right.
Honestly.
It's a mental thing. Everything is a mental thing. When people fight, they get angry.
Yeah.
I've fought enough that I don't get angry. I think it's funny. And in thinking it's funny, that's why I said the hate. And thinking it's funny, it allows you a clarity.
Yeah.
Like if you in a rage, I watch by people body movements. I give you 2 punches to swing at me so I can see how your arm and your shoulder move.
Right.
And then on that third one, I'm probably gonna break everything on your left side because you're raged, and I have a clear thought on how I'm going to just get this win. To me, just focus on the W. In anything that you do, just focus on the W. Be confident in yourself to think that you can win. Can I win? Sure. Can I do it? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you don't have that, how are you going to do anything?
Right.
If you don't believe that you can do it. I go to work, they show me twice. I'd be like, I'm better than the guy that's been doing this 20 years. Let me have it. Right. I have a confidence in myself to know that I can see things. My memory, for some reason, is exceptional. I can remember everything that I've learned pretty much my entire life.
Right.
I spit random facts at Jeopardy for no reason.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really good at these things.
I never could answer one of those Jeopardy questions.
Jeopardy. I've won Jeopardy. I've won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in my brain, but I be beating them to the answer. See. I've read so many books. One of my favorite books is A Tale of Two Cities. We read it in junior high school. And the only reason I loved it and it made me fall in love with reading was because it started off with these words. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. And that fit my life to a T.
Yeah.
And it still does. I've read everything, every story that has to do with the duality of man and the vanity of this and the this and the that and the 48 laws of these powers. And to me, reading is just fun.
It is. But did you read The Yellow Weed?
Yes, I did. I'm sitting here and I was like this. She thinks she's smart.
But did you?
Like, yeah. I was like, let me hold on. Let me get this book real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get this. Hold on. Let me. Wait, it's right on my shelf. Hold on, I got you. Don't worry. All right, hold on.
People.
Wait, hold on. Let me get.
Said, "Am I your friend?"
Yeah, okay. Hold on.
And then you put out a book. You send them the book, by the way.
Right. No, because
they don't even read it or mention it.
Nope. Here it goes right here. I found. Okay. Now, here we go. Now, let me explain what makes this book where I said she thinks she's smart. This entire conversation, I've said to y'all that I am the sum total of my experiences and the people that I know, right? And I'm reading through this book and she's running through points and points and points and points. And then she gets to the point that sticks with me. These is how things work in my brain.
What point stuck with you? I can't wait to hear that.
Everything
in you
is not by you.
Yeah, everything in you is not planned.
It's not by, right. Everything in you is not by you. And when I read it, like I said, with all of the other things, that's something that, to me, that's truth to life.
Yes.
Okay? You don't do it without a team. You never, if you everything, it's not all you.
It's not all you.
I'm the sum total of who I am because of the people I met. Y'all see this and go, oh, he got his shit together. No.
Nope.
No, I took me a long time to get my shit together. And these are the people that helped me. So if you want to thank me, if you think I'm good, these people.
Thank all these other people. Yes, that played a part.
Right. It's not everything by me is it's
Not
and
planted, by you. It's chapter. It's actually page 26.
you know what page like I wrote it. Yeah, no. Those are the words in the book that those were right. And the bad part
just so you know, my life words, I really wrote it. It's not a ghostwriter.
Right. The thing
I really sat down and wrote every single word in that book.
When I turned the page to it, right, it's somewhere on that page and big bold letters just by like I'm like everything else regular. Those words just I was like, she thinks she's smart.
I'm talking about Seth.
Right, you talking about me. She thinks she's smart, huh? Okay.
I did that.
Mind you, and like I said, weird things in life. You wrote a book, right? And I was so thrilled to put it on my shelf. My name signed in it. I was happy. I was like, I got the autograph joint.
Yeah, because
people I love because I had the digital one first. I was like, oh, they got me on I gotta be on the iTunes store. Fine. That was the first one I got was the digital one. But I was like, no, because you wrote a book.
You need a book?
Yeah, I'm buying this.
Well, you will be getting my journal. Are you gonna gift somebody with it or should I sign it to you? Because I do
always sign it to me. The only people that get stuff gifted is my kids and they get all the stuff with my stuff. This is it. Okay. Like my friend wrote a book. I'm in 5 chapters in Vibrate Higher.
This is not a book though. It's a journal.
It's a journal. Oh no, like I said, remember I told you we journal.
It's a journal.
Right. Oh, you got the clouds and stuff with that. That's cute. Oh, that's cute. 12 days to a new you.
Yeah. So every day, up to 30 days, there's a daily routine in here. So I will still sign it to you because it's yours.
I'm still gonna run a routine. And after 30 days, I'm gonna let you know. I'm still crazy. Wasn't a new me. It was. Well, let me see. Let me say this: a new me is always gonna be me. But I definitely try to expand who I am, and that's definitely gonna just help me be a better me, which is gonna make me more dangerous on that stage and things like.
It's gonna make you like bad.
Well, that means that I'm gonna blame you when they start coming at me on the gram for some of these things. The devil was out there in the industry. You don't know what you're talking about. Sharice told me it wasn't. Sharice told me it was good. I'm good. Y'all don't know nothing.
Good. No.
Y'all ain't weed. The yellow weed is your problem. I'm gonna start telling people.
Change in your mind is meant to make you walk, in life on this positive outlook at all times. No one could get at you. You're gonna be able to block all that negative energy, and they're gonna be trying. You're gonna have a nice little barrier. A wall around you, that invisible wall that only the people you let in is going to come
in. Yeah, no, it's like that now. I've learned to be very, very selective. Like, I love all of my friends. I'm old enough to know that I can't take you all everywhere.
You can't.
I would not even say you, but I've some friends like, now you can't come, my guy, because you're too wild. You don't know how to hold a conversation at this tier. I will bring you I'll work with you to get to this tier, but I need you to be at this tier to be in this room. Because I love being in the room and I'm nowhere near the smartest. I'll be in the room, I'll be the poorest one. I'll be like this.
Listen, we're gonna be blessed for years with this conversation. Let me tell you, I'm gonna have to really spend some time chopping it up, giving all the important parts like some shine, because it's so good and so juicy. And thank you for talking to me and sharing this story. And don't forget, you said I could tap into your Rolodex.
Yes, you can. I don't have, listen, anytime I will put you, everybody I can put in the room.
Remind you of what you said.
Listen, it's very, let me tell you, it's a thing, let me tell you how easy it is. All of my friends, when I say y'all can use my Rolodex, I'm taking you right to the people. You know why? Because once you in the room,
people,
y'all don't need me. I know once I get y'all in the room, y'all don't need me. Right. I know, right. Just like this. I got it from here. Right. I just needed to know where it was at.
Just tell me where to be.
Jackpot. Just like that. And I'm going to make sure that every time it's right by you, I'm bringing you all in.
That's right. No, and I that's why, that honestly, you are very supportive. Thank you for even, I haven't even shared, I don't even tell, I was shocked when you reached out to me about the life coaching stuff for math, because I was like, how do you even know I do that? Because I don't even think I post enough about myself, honestly. And I'm like, wow, Seth is really paying attention because I don't even talk about it.
Yeah, no, once I know what my people are doing, I pay attention.
I know.
These are my friends. I can't call myself a friend and not pay attention.
You're real.
Yeah, that's it. And like I said, the minute I can, the minute that he, you need a what? Hold on. I would love to put all of y'all in all of these rooms, and I don't have a problem connecting people because to me, I'm only stronger when I'm strong. If y'all get stronger, I get stronger. Yeah. I get bigger and better and y'all get. It's a cycle. It's definitely a symbiotic cycle because I'm only as strong as my weakest link, and I know that I try to make every weak link I have, and not say anybody's weak, but wherever I see that they could be stronger or I can do anything to make it better, that's my obligation as a friend.
Wow. Oh, man, listen, I'm blessed. I'm blessed with some amazing folks and people that I've known for a long time. So I really do hope you take us up on that offer and come see us. I really do.
I'm coming to see y'all. And everybody make sure you get the yellow weed.
The yellow weed. And you're going to get this mailed to you.
30 days to the new you. I'm 30 new me. Nibbles. I should have told that.
Nibbles. Oh my God, I forgot that was your name. Nibbles. Tell me again, why did they call you Nibbles?
One of them stories that I try not to do that. I try not to tell people.
Nibble.
Why I got the name Nibbles? I don't know. But the story goes like this. I jump on a Cessna plane and fly to Martha's Vineyard through the clouds and everything. It's like a storm on each side. I fly into Martha's Vineyard and I'm hanging out at John Forte's house at a barbecue.
What age is this?
This is maybe like 5 years ago, 4 5 years ago.
You just got the name Nibbles? Why do I remember that name?
I don't know why. Oh, because I put it on Instagram and everybody is acting like you know my name for a while. Like, right. And y'all might have it to say, the lady came up to me and she said, "Are you Nibbles?" I said, "I am now. How can I help you?" She said, "Your name's not Nibbles?" I said, "I'm from the hood. The hood names you. So y'all have called me Nibbles." She said, "Everybody's calling you Nibbles out here." I said, "Well, that's my name then. My name is Nibbles." They adopted me in Martha's Vineyard. I can go out to Martha's Vineyard. I am Seth Nibblesbird of the Vineyard Nibbles, not to be mistaken with the Nantucket Nibbles. It's rich people are different. That's all I can tell you. They're very different. I've like I said, I've been in some strange. It's very strange how I get to places.
And there you have it.
It's weird.
People from Brooklyn, specifically Lefferts Junior High School, are very weird.
They're weird. If you want to look for success, take a bus. Everybody owns a store or something, I swear.
A store?
Yeah, a few people from the class open up stores. Restaurants. I know somebody has a restaurant. Who else is doing it? Everybody's doing pretty well. Noelle is running the federal government or something. I don't know. They're out here. Everybody's doing something crazy. Yeah, everybody's doing well. I'm really happy.
That's so nice. I'm so happy that I think we came from we really was a class of excellence.
Yeah, we was. I'd go back and say hello to people at the school because I owed them. Yeah. Every now and again, I just stop. I always go back to the neighborhood and stop on the block and go to the schools and see my old teachers because I'm really big on remembering where I'm from. I remember cold nights and not having nothing. So to have everything now, I'm not as impressed as people are with me having it as me having it. It doesn't matter to me as much.
Right.
It doesn't. The journey here has been more fun than the destination. Every journey, it's about the journey. It's really not the destination you reach. Life is the journey. The journey is where the journey. So I've had fun on this journey.
Yeah, me too. I'm having a great time and I can't believe I reconnected with you. And I gotta go eat dinner now, Seth.
Yeah, I'm hanging up on y'all because we'll be here every time. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Listen.
Don't say nothing else. I'll be texting you. Bye,
later. Love you.
I love you so much.
Bye.
See ya.